Academy. Whoa. Divine Rising. I pray everybody's having the greatest day ever, regardless of what you're going through. All right. She going that way. He going that way. We going that way. You know, do your best to just always go up. Because, you know, when I think about what the most important thing of life is, you guys can talk positive and motivational and all that shit. Motherfuckers can talk positive all they want for some clicks, trying to be all humble for some shit that, you know, you catch them in public, they don't really stand on. I'm not about that. Okay, everything that we stand on is exactly that. That's why you could check this channel out. You could check out the other channels. Yes, music is music. Okay, fucking gaming is gaming, but this is this, and this shit is present within all those other things, and it has to be, because there's nothing more important than being successful with God in life. All right, that's the biggest motherfucking form of success. I don't care what you think success is. I won the lottery, I'm a fucking winner, oh my gosh, and then now that I have my money, I'm gonna leave all you because fuck you bitches. That's the mentality with most motherfuckers when they think about being successful, especially if they're down bad and they haven't been trying to promote no type of good life for themselves. What do? They think about that one day, that one motherfucking day, when they scratch that damn ticket aggressively and vigorously, hoping that they become a fucking winner so that they can just say, fuck you, husband, and fuck you, kids. Oh, shit. Oh, well, is that a winner, baby? No, it ain't no winner. I mean, unless you count $5 as a win. Type trying to gatekeep how much they got. Whatever. The secrecy between people are supposed to be partners. Stupid. I don't care if it's relationship. I don't care if it's friendship. Whatever. Partner. What does a partner mean? A partner means we're both godly. We're both trustworthy and honest. And we both don't fuck with fuck shit. So regardless of what we go through together, it's always going to be whoop, pure. Pure. All right. But yeah, no, I don't fuck with that. That's not shit we are going for. We're not going for any type of success where niggas think that they can just, get it and then run the fuck off. You know? Because then it comes to the point where you got people who are pursuing success, but then you got people around them who support them or don't, or kinda whatever. Day comes when they pop off, and then they drop off from all the niggas. They drop off from everybody. But it's like, if you're doing people bogus out here, if you're treating people bad, and then you sit up there and think they got something for your ass, they ain't got nothing for your ass but a notification for you if you persist saying that you're blocked. All right? Man, life try to set the fuck in. Life stay trying to set the fuck in. What does that mean exactly? It means motherfuckers think we work for free out here. We don't. Okay. Jobs owe me money. I don't owe y'all no type of explanation for shit. Give me my paper. And I ain't talking about no 9-to-5 shit. I mean, that's who owes me shit. But, you know, hey, whatever. Long story short, if you start at a new place or you start at a job, take a picture, write it down, take a picture of what you wrote down, of whatever schedule or whatever type of shit you can do, because these niggas is punking motherfuckers out here. They think that just because you weren't in the system yet, even though you were there for hours doing paperwork and shit, that and because some bullshit happened after onboarding, right? Bullshit things happen, right? So I'm not blaming nobody. I honestly don't give a fuck about this punk ass little $50 from here. I don't care about that punk ass little $50 from over there. I really don't give a fuck. The only thing I think about is, you know, keeping gas in the car and shit, just so we can keep moving around to get to these spots, to get these videos done. That's it. That's all I'm thinking about, man. I'm at the point now, bro. When I look at money, or I think about money, it don't mean nothing to me but an investment. I think about what can I do to better our shit, to make the value higher and increase our prosperity, so we can take that around and share it. So we can inspire motherfuckers to not live in their cars and to not shack up with people they don't give a fuck about, because clearly they give a fuck about other things. I don't care if it's one or more. I don't care if it's what it is. I don't care if it's because you're hanging around people that you've been hanging around, and just because you're afraid of yourself in the world, lose that fucking fear. I'm tired of it on a daily fucking basis. If you got fear at all, you cannot come the fuck around me. And I say that in the most respectful way. Fear is unattractive. Fear is not cool. Fear is lame, and it fucks up the success, which is fucked up. And we don't fuck with that. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. Paradise day every day. Divine day every day. Godly day every day. And as long as we're on God's team, we're going to make sure that we represent that shit right. Forgive us, God. We're gonna pull up. Yes. I don't know what the fuck y'all out here on, but I'm fighting for the galaxy like Broly, nigga. I'm fighting, nigga. You better stop playing. The purpose is like that. The power is like that forever. All right? And then you take that and then combine it with all the other most amazing shit, you know, that you could think of. That was something you learned from to increase your understanding of power and appreciation and intelligence. You know? Shit, the story of Broly is some crazy shit. Depends on which story you're looking at. Let's look at Super Broly. All right? He was basically a slave. He was enslaved to a planet where his only friend was a giant fucking monster. They became friends through fighting, through sparring. Broly's Broly, so, you know, even Broly as a child, it could be a Godzilla type monster. He goes up to it. That thing can't fuck with it. It might try, but Broly's just gonna, play around. The monster will see that, okay, this kid is powerful, but this kid is not negative or hateful at all. That this kid is actually seems very confused, right? So if you watch the Dragon Ball Super, the Broly movie, that right there, that movie is so good. All right. And it's something a lot of us, especially the warriors out here, who can relate. We all can relate to feeling like we've been on a slave planet. We all can relate to feeling like we had no power because whatever power we did have was controlled by friends or family or whoever, whatever. And then it gets to the point where Broly says, hey, Broly gets to the point where that collar comes off and it's up to him. Broly almost took over the fucking world. That's all I have to say. If it wasn't for him if it wasn't for Goku and Vegeta bringing his ass back to reason. I'm not trying to dwell too much on Dragon Ball. I like to use different examples. It doesn't matter what it is. Okay, I just like to use the cool shit. All right, to study the situation so we can learn from them and be better. All right. Like I said, so that's if you want to study true power, look up, just go type in Broly anywhere and just dive in until you meet a dead end and then go somewhere else. All right. And then take that, but then study all of the most powerful characters in fiction. Study the most powerful, like, revolutionary people who actually did shit for history, and it wasn't a lie, and it wasn't a cover up, and it wasn't some stupid shit. The greed is fucking over. What am I talking about? Y'all gonna get fucked up for thinking y'all can sit up there and get in the way of God's blessings. God's blessings come in many shapes, in many forms. And a lot of those forms are people who seem like they have ideas. People who seem like, oh, they have this magic ability to do shit. There's nothing magic about it. Or there's nothing magic about it. And these aren't ideas for nothing. God has it done. God has the destiny already ready for whoever the fuck is involved, whether or not they align with God or not. This is all God's stuff. If you align with that and you understand that, you're gonna get some shit. But we also need to remember why we're here. It's to get and give at the same time, so we can uphold that never-ending cycle of what? Transcendence, advancement. That's what that's about. I'm rocking my gamma rays. The gamma rays with the gamma rays. I'm all about gamma rays. Gamma radiation. Woo! I love the spirit. The spirit is great because the spirit appreciates. What am I talking about? If I go to the library, say I'm somebody right now, My knowledge on dark matter, gamma rays, electromagnetic radiation, those top 3 things are literally on the front lines of like measurable power in terms of this world. But they're the top 3. They're 3 of the most powerful forms of God power. All right. It doesn't bother me that physicists, scientists, mainly individuals who are not godly, are trying to wrap their mind around things that explain things that are eternal and infinite in a day, right? Let's think about it. Dark matter, right? Dark matter is something that explains the fabric of the universe. It's all around us at all times, just like gamma rays and just like electromagnetic radiation. Why? Because no matter how far you try to run away from those things, they will always be a part of you because you are a part of those things. Those things represent one of the many elements and powers and natures and, aspects of God that allow everything to be. But when you hear scientists talk about, oh, dark matter, when you hear scientists talk about, oh, gamma rays, yeah, when you hear them talk about that, they are leaving so much out because they have left themselves out from God. So therefore, they are exempt from understanding the full, true capabilities of these fascinating forms of God power. What is God? What is God's power? Love, salvation. Okay, love and salvation is what created what? Nature, the universe, and the elements. As we know, all 3 of those things, unlimited. There's not a set amount, okay? The heavens is bigger than you could ever possibly, it's bigger than you could ever possibly fucking imagine. So big that even Earth realm is infinite. But still, compared to the heavens and all of the other realms, it is it's not as, okay? Now, it depends on how you look at it. Is Earth behind in terms of development? I wouldn't say it's the worst, the most or least developed. So that's all I'm going to say. I wouldn't say it's the most or least developed, but dark matter is something that scientists are trying to prove and understand in a day. Big Bang bullshit. All right? That's all I got to say. How the fuck you gonna know about some shit before you were here? It's okay if you want to speculate. It's okay if you want to play what the fuck went on before your ass saw the light of day. That's all right. But can you at least be a little open-minded? Can you at least let the adventure go on for yourself a little longer than a fucking afternoon of research? They sat there and said, oh, the Big Bang. That's how it all started. You fucking nuts. You fucking nuts. You wish you could sit up there, stand in front of a fucking class, say that shit, and then go off and get some credit like you did something revolutionary. You didn't do shit. You made shit up based off of fucking brainstorming, went with it as if you should have when you shouldn't have. Instead, you should have been doing what all great scientists do. They play with theories. Why do great scientists play with theories? Because playing with theories is fun. What's fun about playing with theories? You get to sit there and let your fucking spirit unravel and go through all of the fucking things that have, are, and yet to be. Bitch. So no, you don't get to know dark matter. You don't get to find the equations. You don't get to understand, because guess what? No, it's not based on math. A lot of this shit, the understanding is going to be, engraved into your spirit. It already is. All right. You run it back. Okay. You activate that shit. Boom. Now you're just aware of the fact that it's in your spirit. And now when you want to activate or locate information in your spirit, you just think about it and you're aware of it and it's there. And you can just boom, go in. It's all spiritual. Right? We're electrical beings. I like to say we're electromagnetic beings. Why? Because we actually have magnetic field. We have magnetic fields around us. All right? Everything is symbolic. Okay, this earth, magnetic fields. The sun, magnetic fields. All right? We are electrical, and that's where the interdimensional comes from. All right, there is so much we have electrical, like, what's the name of the shit? I'm trying to think of anyways, all I'm trying to say is that we're electrical beings, all right? And that electricity is not only based on static electricity. Okay, electricity is not only limited to a lightning bolt. Electricity is unlimited. There's so many different types, so many different kinds. Same thing with dark matter, same thing with radiation in general, let alone gamma rays, right? Right now, I'm in the process of studying gamma rays. It's something that calls to my spirit. It's something that I need to dwell on so that I can absorb as much as possible about it and then have that shit come together and however it needs to. Because my goal is not to win the Nobel Prize. My goal is not to have all these fucking accolades at an institute or something. I don't care about that shit. And then you get out here and you realize a fucking record deal is literally nothing. I'm on a recording contract. I need to be a rapper. Okay, I'm telling you something right now, boy. Out of all the contracts out here getting handed out, a motherfucking record contract, a music recording contract, that is one of the least. That's one of the least valuable fucking things. All right. I see that. I know that. And I love music. And I'm going to go on to go get one of those, knowing that, okay, it's just some little shit. Just another added bonus to just another added stream. And it's just another outlet and channel, or it's another outlet for how you channel your ability to connect with people on a balanced frequency. But not so much only on a balanced frequency, on a divine frequency that promotes balance, also promoting transcendence, so that how balanced we are becomes better and better over time, bitch. Woo. In all seriousness, not trying to fuck around. All right, all this energy that comes out of us is because it builds the fuck up. It doesn't take long for it to build up. And I need to be doing this. So I have to be doing this. Even when I'm not on camera doing this, I'm doing this. I have to do it. It's what I do. It's what we does. Yeah. Move around. You have to. Move around, move around, move around. Move, ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Gotta move. Gotta move now. Can't stay in one spot. Gotta go. Yeah. What's important about that? If you don't move, you don't see shit, you don't absorb shit, you don't become nothing. That's what it is, long story short. All right. Why am I putting so much emphasis on that? On a daily basis, I'm reminded of the fact that a lot of motherfuckers are in the same spot and have been and don't care about being in any other spots. Huh? I don't see what the fuck you're talking about. Can't hurt. I try not to give into it too much, as we all know. A lot of the world is on a grid. A lot of the world sits on, structures. A lot of the world sits on a structure meant to harvest energy. All right? It's the reason why, if you look at a big city from a bird's eye view, it looks like a circuit board. Okay, it looks like the inside of a computer. It looks like exposed electronics. All right? That's what it looks like. So essentially we live on a power grid. What does that mean? That means essentially we are on a energy plant. I'm not talking shit. If you don't fucking know this by now, sucks. I'm still gonna talk about it in case either outside of us, just like, because it's interesting to talk about, who maybe somebody in the back goes, damn, actually, yes, okay? Because I'm not trying to start shit at all. I'm trying just to remind and be aware of the motherfucker who is gonna be watching this shit back later. Us, okay? So that's what this is, all right? We sit on a power grid. Essentially, that's an energy plant, all right? What is an energy plant? An energy plant is a place it's a facility meant for maintaining energy. right? But a lot outside of maintaining energy, they do a lot of taking energy. Outside of taking and maintaining energy, they do a lot of giving energy. But if they have negative intent, then they're giving into a bad purpose, which is not good for anyone who has nothing to do with being benefited in whatever way they think they're being benefited by it. I don't fucking care. It's gonna go on forever. I'm not saying this to stop nothing. I'm saying this because guess what, y'all? The game is for real. So make sure you got the high score at all times. There's nothing to stress about. There's nothing to worry about. All of this shit that you think is wrong with the world, nothing escapes God's attention. Everything is going how it should be. Why? Because nothing at any point is ever going outside of how God needs it to go, regardless of how people see it, what the fuck they have to say about it, regardless of even how I feel about it, how we feel about it. All right? Patience, appreciation, okay? Through that comes understanding. But you also have to be seeking that shit. You have to be seeking within, being familiar with that as you go out and do whatever it is. But we sit on a power grid, okay? And guess what? I know what you think. You think, oh, all they're doing is using the electricity that we get from however we get it, and they're using that as a supply. No, they are harvesting us. It's okay, because they can't kill nobody. They can't hurt you. They can't do anything. The more you're aware, the more you're reminded of the fact that you got to get up with God and get the fuck on somewhere. You can't be a part of that. We can't be I can't be sitting around waiting on money from places that I worked at 2 weeks later, okay? We all can't be sitting around just because things appear to be sweet. But for any second that we have to turn on the radio and listen to someone talk bad, or to it has nothing to even do with the media. For a single second, I don't want to walk outside and be reminded of negative shit, or hear negative shit, or see negative shit. I get it. Negativity will always be where it's at. I'm just not trying to be where it's at. So that's why niggas get the fuck up every day and fucking grind up, regardless of what the fuck they have. Because I always say, regardless of how homeless a nigga look, regardless of how homeless a nigga is, I ain't gonna look like it. Believe that. You can believe that. Get a little more green up in here. You can believe that. Yeah. And they've been doing it forever. And like I said, they can't kill nobody. They can't hurt nobody. It ain't nothing no one don't already know. Out of all the bullshit they want to sit there and talk about, we could talk about it. All right. But yeah, dark matter, electromagnetism, and gamma rays, all those shit, great, study them. All right. Because one, the info is always out there. It's in your spirit, but it's also out there too. You need to seek it. You need to go out there. You need to flip through the books, scroll through the pages. You need to just absorb it. It's not even about understanding. Just consume all of it, and your spirit will filter it out, and you'll only be aware of what you need, so that when the time comes, as the unlimited times will always come, it's there, right? But back to the power grid. Power grid, all right, responsible for, electricity in your homes, and it's responsible for all that other shit. It's what people, they always say, oh, without the power grid, we would go back to the Stone Age. That makes no fucking sense whatsoever. You're not in charge of that. Stop thinking you are, all right? Because God is continuously coming out with new updates, and motherfuckers rush to it and fuck it up. Stop. It's not nice. It's not. Get your ass whooped for that. It's not. So, given the fact that everything is energy, everything is vibration, everything, right? So, given the fact we're on a power grid, it just only makes sense that we're a part of the energy too. I was thinking about this the other day. We have two types of people two types of beings out here when it comes to energy. Everybody, go back and watch Monsters Incorporated. I was talking about it the other day, I don't know if I don't know if it was on video or not, but I don't give a fuck what was on video or not, because we're gonna go into it. Go back and watch Monsters Inc. That was a town where okay, in Monsters Inc. it was a world of monsters in another dimension, and they had portals that they used to go to kids' bedrooms, make them scream, and then use the screams to, you know, power their world. Right? They would use the screams, which was their energy source, to power their power grids, to power their energy sources. All right? We have two types of people, two types of monsters in this world. You're either a good monster or a bad monster. Okay? You're either a positive monster or a negative monster. The negative monsters, they love to scare kids and bring out the fear and all that shit. All right? But then you have the Mike Wazowskis, right? We know that positivity is way more powerful. We know that it's better for everyone. And on top of that, hey, you know what? To all the kids, after they stopped scaring them for the screams and they started making them laugh, I guarantee you the kids felt a little better. They're like, you know what? Okay, cool. Yeah, there's monsters in other dimensions out there. Great. Back to school, whatever. Instead of them saying, oh, there's no monsters, no such thing, you're crazy, you're a lunatic, and then they actually see one, and because of all the denial, now the kid thinks that, oh, they're crazy, and that what the fuck before them, which is very real, isn't, as if they're not too. Like, if you're real, how the fuck can something before you not be real? Actually, though. I'm not talking about like hallucinating or any of that shit. All right. If I go to the grocery store and I say that the person in front of me, you know, is not real, that's a lie. They are. Your opinion, your feelings don't, right? So, but often negativity is something that is promoted to the point where we give into it. And there's a lot of organizations out here who use negativity as their energy source to do whatever they need to do. So don't fall into that, okay? Be something that can't be affected by negativity, and be something that doesn't have any intention to be negative. Because that's how you dodge it. But you got to have God the whole time. Y'all got to understand the fact that God is on the throne room right now. But if you're godly, God is on the throne room and you right here watching. Right? I don't care if it's us right here or whoever this is watching. God is on the throne, while at the same time, that's how godly God is. You gotta pair them up. Pair the heavenly soul with the transcendent soul. Okay? Heavenly soul, one and only, but the transcendent soul, unlimited. But because of how unlimited the one and only is, that's the reason why the transcendent soul even gets to be a part of anything. All of these events and occurrences and happenings, everything you've gone through in your life, was meant for you to not realize that you are right here and on the throne at the same time. True godliness. All right? And that's so great about God. We have the highly exalted, the one and only of everything, while at the same time, boom, new save slot, unlimited, infinite save slots. Boom, insert avatar. Boom, have them go through everything and anything. So they can, then come back to the heavens. And what's great about the transcendent souls is that they go on and they have experiences that go on to represent who they are and what they've become. Meanwhile, God, the universe, the heavens, that is always and forever, always will be, right? So to all of us who come way later, regardless of when that is, whenever we're aware of it, even if we've been aware of it, but then we lost our awareness and, you know, when we got here and now we're developing it, doesn't matter. That's what's so great. All right? Is God appreciating everything godly. You don't need an award. You don't need credit. You don't need all this shit. The only point is balance, love, transcendence. That's the only point. Motherfuckers get out here, they look, you know, they really start to feel godly or some shit, And then they want to write a book and make people pay for it. What? I ain't making nobody pay for nothing. Right? Outside of like, okay, if you buy a ticket to like a show, by all means, we gonna pop shit. But YouTube don't cost nothing. YouTube doesn't cost shit. I ain't gonna have no ebook. And if I ever make any book, that's separate from this. You know, someone said, oh, you should make a book. Okay, yeah. I'll make a, you know, I'll make a godly book, make a children's book, which I do want to do. I want to make some anime manga, which then goes on to get a fucking anime adaptation. I want to make some manga that then gets, you know, anime. So there's everything. I'm open for anything and anything though too. That's the thing. Okay, when it comes to this energy, it's God Gamma for eternity. This is a beautiful tree right here. Trees are always beautiful. You know, on top of that, so it's like, and then they keep saying there's like a mothership approaching. It's like, you go on TikTok, you go on Facebook, you don't know who's saying. It's like, just fucking shut the fuck up. All you bitch ass bitches. All you fucking liars out there. Stop. You don't get nothing out of lying. I don't give a fuck if you did get paid for it. That money you gonna see is worthless compared to the consequence you gonna receive if you think you can deceive other motherfuckers. If you think you can lie and be dishonest to honest people. Nature is honest. The universe is honest. It always is. Whoop! The universe is the most honest when it comes to motherfuckers not being right. If fuck, I'm not gonna even come at nobody. All right, the universe will let you know when you are not hanging around the right people, when you're not moving the right way, when you're not doing what the fuck you're supposed to do. Because the universe the whole time is trying to get you to the heavens. The universe is just the universe now, man. Don't forget that. The universe is trying to get you to the heavens. But the heavens is trying to get you back to the throne room. All right. We got to get back to the throne room. We're there. We're already there. It's a different type of certainty when you have nothing in your bank account. You got whatever gas you got. You're stretching out a food card. But still, you know, you see, you are. It is. So it's fine. It's godly. It's divine. Yeah. I dare somebody try to stop me. Yeah. I'm talking shit now. And I'm speaking for everybody. Because there's no reason to. There's no reason to try to stop somebody who's just trying to have a good day and help others have a good day. And me trying to have a good day isn't only limited to getting on here and talking to you guys. No, you see, animals at the zoo, they need some appreciation too. I'll never forget one time we went to the zoo and there was a lemur there. I'm like, damn, this motherfucker look like he is struggling. Look at that fucking deteriorated ass rope. It looks like if his ass tried to swing off of it, he would maybe get a little bit of a swing and that bitch would just snap fucking mid swing, knocking that Zaboomafoo ass. Him knocking Zaboomafoo's ass to the ground and giving everybody looking around a frown. We don't want to see lemurs hurt themselves. It's stupid, right? And you look at the cages they're in, just a little, like 3 pieces of hay on the floor and shit, a little fucking cat bowl in the fucking, like, man, stop doing animals so bogus. If y'all gonna put them in them damn zoos, please furnish the fucking habitat, okay? Make it either how their normal habitat is, or put a fucking TV in there, in a beanbag, and not just one cat fucking toy, the one that they climb up on, but put 20 of them hoes in there. All right, add a million ropes. It seems like they only want to sit up there and give the monkeys, they spend like 80% of the fucking zoo budget on making sure the monkeys are chill. But then the tigers, they only have like a wooden hut and then just like a little fucking grass patch to walk on. What the fuck? Y'all gonna sit there and give, all right. Maybe we put attention on the organisms that actually require the most, despite the fact they shouldn't be here. And I know we got a lot of rescues. I think it would be cool to take in rescues, but you gotta have money. Okay, you gotta have CEO money to sit there and do shit like, you gotta have founder money to go buy a nature reserve and then build some property on it just for the sole purpose of only housing animals that have the best care and the best everything. But you know what? You know, God takes care of that. I'm not too worried about that. I do want to make sure I visit them. I want to make sure I connect with them, because there's a lot of cheetahs out there that are probably pretty lonely, and they could probably, you know, use a hey from Jem. Do they give a fuck? No. Would it be cool? Yes. Fucking Jackie Chan would he? Yes. Oh man. So that's why I don't give a fuck. Day in, day out. And I get it, you know, the success. You hear about it, you see it in movies, you're aware of it. Whether it's people you know or people you fucking don't know like that, public figure or not. Okay? Like I said, I'm going to go back and forth between looking at straight ahead and the camera. That's why sometimes I look like crosswise, but I'm not. I'm making sure, you know, I don't have to make sure shit. I just like right now, I'm looking dead at, like, on the screen right now, but I'm not looking at the camera. Now I'm looking at the camera. You probably can tell that, you know. I just go back and forth between just like getting caught up and also looking at us while we talk. So it's great. You know, you see about it, you hear about it all the time. Just get it over with. Get it over with. Get it over with. Get it over with. Because the more time you put the fuck off, you guys don't know. Every time you think about, grinding up to be successful, people always think about how long it takes and all the work you have to do. I want to let you guys know that, yes, there is work you have to do, but the majority of it is waiting in between all the work you do, right? And doing everything you can to speed up the process, knowing that it's going to happen whenever it happens. You don't know until it does. That right there is enough of a reason to say, fuck the fact that it hasn't yet. Let's get it here. Let's bring it right the fuck here. All right? It's what you deserve. It's what people around you deserve. Tired of holidays coming. I don't even care about holidays. I'm tired of not being able to fucking just like come around and let people and you know, spend a little money or some shit, bring that good energy out, let people know, hey, guess what? Regardless of what you think about how great life is, I'm gonna let you know it only gets greater if you live for it. If you don't, we all are alive. If you don't live for the most divine shit, eventually it never will happen. Oh, but if you do, eventually it will. Oh, that eventually part. But you gotta stay in there, because that's where we're at. You know? And then it's like, okay, right? You're grinding up, you have less than 1,000 subs, whatever. You can't get monetized. But then, okay, you get a viral video or something. Amazing. That's great. But until you have 1,000 subs, you can't get monetized. So, y'all better be stacking. You gotta stack. You gotta have the most leverage you possibly can. It's not even about trying to get the best deal. It's about just having as much as possible going for yourself, because God has the most going for itself. So we should always too, especially when we know that is us as well. Okay, we'll get all of our powers back. We'll get all of our understanding. We'll get all of that shit back. That's what this is about. But at the same time, I am tired of being offended, insulted by ways of life and environments that I have no alignment with. Okay, I don't align with none of this shit out here except the nature and the elements. And that stands above all of the mundane, basic, fucking non-important shit that people complain about and are negative over on a daily fucking basis. I don't fuck with it. I'm not meant to. I never will. We never will. Because when you're not successful, you're trying to fill up your time as much as possible with your purpose. But then you got to get out of the 9-to-5s. I don't care how successful you are or not, how much money you have or not. Them 9-to-5s do nothing for you. They pay your bills. They put food in your house. They put gas in your car. They do all that shit. Okay, yes, I get that. So do it for as long as you have to. But then I'm telling you, it's going to get to the point where you realize how godly you are and how beneath you all of it is, in the most respectful way. You have no disrespect, you have no negativity or disrespect towards anybody, but you have a divine purpose to fucking do. God said so. So let's get to that shit. Because it gets to the point, I see everybody walking around. I don't want to just be walking around. Why am I here like I want to be walking around still? I don't. The only thing I want to be doing is to be connected to God and our purpose at all times. I don't want a single dead moment, okay? Sure, might have to get 6 hours of sleep in between the missions, but after that, I'm up. We gonna work the fuck out, shower, change, whatever, get back to it, nigga. That's what they don't understand about this shit. When it comes to like divine's top tier success, God tier success, there's no sleep schedule. There's no nothing. You show up to all the places you know you got to be at the time. But aside from that, it's just all around the clock. You're never clocked out. You know, it gets to the point where people want to go cuddle with somebody. It gets to the point where people want to go, you know, do something with their kid. It gets to the point where people want to go do something, get an animal. It gets to the point where people want to go do all this other shit that is a lot less, you know, extreme than, you know, starting your own company and then expanding that into as many streams of revenue as possible, right? Multiple companies, okay? Multiple, you know, and then investing, being an investor, being a shareholder, being all this shit. Because it's not about what the fuck they make it about in the movies. I'm a business nigga, I'll tell you that, but I'm all about the fun. But I know you can't have any fun if the paperwork ain't right, and they've been fucking up the fucking fun and the paperwork off of being the ones who are the ones in control of the paperwork, because nobody else wants to be in charge. I don't give a fuck. I'm all about being on camera, having fun, yeah, popping that shit. But at the same time, I'm behind that camera. All right, wait, cut. I'm also in the studio, in the fucking executive office, in the executive office, in the studio. Like, all right. Well, wait, hold on. You see, if we have it like this. Oh, okay, for sure. And then we put this there. It comes together just like that. I don't give a fuck. I need to be a part of every level of the process, because that's the only way. That's the only fucking way it's gonna get done in the most godly way. If we let everybody else do it and fucking, or just let whoever do their part, no, I'm a part of the entire process, bitch. Because that's the only way. And I know that most people don't give a fuck. Don't get mad, directors. Don't get mad. Don't get mad, actors. Don't get mad, studio execs. Don't get mad, motherfuckers. Y'all are good at doing one shit because you only cared about doing one shit, thus denying the force of God. God is the most unlimited shit. So therefore, leave it to us. We will take care of everything from fucking base level to the fucking top. Don't worry about it. Do your fucking shit. Do what you're good at. All right? Just that one shit, let alone nothing. Okay? If you're somebody who's negative, if you have your purpose and you only want to do that, and you're not interested in being on the front lines of all the fucking, on every level of the transcendence, of the power, of the mission, of the project, don't get motherfucking mad when niggas like us come through and help y'all asses out, because y'all is slacking. Y'all ain't been through what the fuck that a lot of us out here have been through. So you can take your entitlement and your false fucking sense of justice and go fuck yourself with it. That's what you can do. We're here to help. We're here to make shit better. We don't need you complaining and whining because, oh, he hasn't been here long enough. Who does he think he is? He ain't he at all. You better stop playing. Because we're here to make sure that when people go, we're here to make sure that when people go to the movie theater, when people cut the radio on, when people open a book, when people turn the TV on, they feel the true force of God. They feel that divine power. They feel that shit that they own, that should be automatic as soon as they fucking step out in the sun or think about any type of good, positive thing. That probably ain't shit. I mean, it is shit, but like, I'm tired of that. I can't be around this no more. And it's all respect. I don't think I'm better than anybody. I just know where the fuck I should be, and it's not here, nigga, because I've been working to prove that, and I always will and have been, nigga, our whole life. So I wish a nigga would. You can get a gamma ray punch to the motherfucking face, nigga. And after that, you won't have a single shit left. Because the thing about a gamma ray punch, I ain't got to touch your ass for nothing. It won't even make contact. Hit your ass with a gamma flare, nigga, simply by just fucking breathing. Just by thinking about it, just. That's the energy, though. That's all of this is energy. Absorb it in as many ways as possible. Nothing is limited. There's no such thing as weird. There's no such thing as, oh, that's strange, or no. No such thing. Don't believe it. No such thing as strange. You want to know what's strange? Motherfuckers thinking being rich shouldn't be just the automatic norm. Motherfuckers thinking that, oh, they're people. No, I don't care. What? Because no. You need as much as possible. That's what rich is to me. It's not about being a millionaire. To me, being rich is all about being unlimited. Become one with that abundance. All right? Don't give a fuck. Because the shit's over. It's over. It's fucking over. I'll say it as many times as we have to. We'll say it as many times as we have to. From the throne to this earth. It's over. Galactic balance. Universal order. Divine transcendence and heavenly expansion. No hatred, no negativity. Those things are ungodly. If you're upset about that because the word ungodly means that you can't torment others corrupting their soul for the sake of soul or for a penny, those souls belong to us. All souls belong to us because we belong to what is all souls. The true force of God itself. The soul of souls. So for anybody who thinks that they can come to this world with their own blessing of a soul and then use that to corrupt that blessing and then corrupt other blessings, by all means, fall as far as you want to. Especially while we try to give you the help. That's all right. God doesn't stress about those type of things. Why would we? To all the divine ones, why would we? All the divine ones feel this. Whenever I say anything about God, it's all about all of us connecting on that frequency so we can be that much more aware of the fact that we're the same shit, but different in our own way, which is great. It's called balance. Light and dark, peace, chaos, okay? Similarities and differences. That's the shit right there. I love it. How can you not? What I don't love is the manipulation of souls. That's what we don't fuck with. Everything's energy, remember? I don't care if they're, trying to promote negative influences to get people to be distressed so that they can then leech off of that distress, using that negativity to do whatever it is they think they need to do, which ain't doing shit, because positivity will always be stronger. If you need to go and watch Monsters fucking Inc. again, please go and do it. And don't watch it like you're watching a kids movie. Watch it as if you're comparing that world to this world, actively studying it to see the fucking similarities and the differences, and you will see that there's not much of a motherfucking difference between the monsters in that world and the monsters in this world. And you'll see that, oh damn, compared to the monsters in this world, those motherfuckers are more human. Mike Wazowski, more human than fucking Trump. James P. Sullivan, nigga, more fucking human than goddamn shit. Fucking Epstein, get the fuck out of here, nigga. These monsters felt bad about it the whole time. Well, not Mike. I mean, Mike Wazowski. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Boo, bitch. Right? If you look at Waternoose and Randall, they represent greed and corruption in this world. If you look at Sully, Mike Wazowski never really had Mike Wazowski didn't really care too much, because Mike's one of those people, or Mike was one of those monsters who was like, goddamn, our life is shit, James. We're not doing too hot in this world of monsters here. Maybe you stop chasing this little girl from another dimension because of how emotionally, concerned you are for her, whatever. Right? Like, Mike Wazowski had the right idea. He wasn't trying to get involved with Sully and Boo because he wasn't trying to get caught up. He wasn't trying to get hit with a 626 or whatever the fuck. Or no, he wasn't trying to get hit with a 20. He wasn't trying to get hit with a 28-19. All right, 28-19. We got. I think that's what it was. 626 is Stitch. I got my Disney shit mixed up. Oh, we have a 23-19. Yes, I think that's what it is. 23-19. Yeah. All right. Mike was just not trying to get locked up, and it was valid. It's like, bro, stop chasing our work. Okay, those humans that we scare, that we work, that's a part of our work. Okay, and when Mike leaves work, he doesn't give a, he's they're eating, they're going to movies, they're driving around, doing whatever. But study it, okay? And that's another thing. Everything is meant to study it. So just like when I said earlier, study nature, the elements, but then study everything and anything that you love, because if you love it, it's connected to your purpose. Study that shit, embrace it, absorb it, all that, and send it. Embrace it, become one with it, right? Like us, like remember how I mentioned Broly, and then I mentioned gamma rays. Those are two very powerful things that you can study while you are actively trying to become stronger on your destiny with God and the universe. Okay? Do not try to study Marvel and DC and all these superheroes and shit. Do not be a fucking idiot and think that because you feel inspired from those comics or those movies that you should go dress up as those motherfuckers and then hop off a roof thinking you got powers like them. You don't. Okay? Don't think you should go fuck with motherfuckers who know how to fight for real. Because that's the thing. Most of y'all haven't fucking really, that motherfucking fist hasn't turned into an emerald stone. That motherfucker can't break. All right? Y'all ain't prepared to throw no motherfucking fists. That's why most of us got guns out here. All right? Or that's why most people got guns out here. Only because they know how motherfuckers move and they're just trying to end it and get on with it. They're not trying to end nobody's life, but they know that if somebody fucks with them and they pull out a gun, they can just wave that bitch and the nigga will run off. And then boom, back to the afternoon. You know, a gun can end a conflict just by waving it. All right? But sometimes guns be bringing trouble for no fucking reason. All right, is it getting dark up in here? Yeah. Got my light. This motherfucker. I don't like to use this bitch unless I got the whole car matted up. But we're gonna cut this soon. Sun's coming down. Have to go clean up and whatever, get the next stuff ready. But yeah, like I said, and then you look at Broly and then you look at gamma rays, they both have that green they both have that green symbolism. All right, that's what I'm studying. I'm studying the power, the scale, the intelligence, the principles, personality traits, just studying them just to appreciate how godly they are. All right, that's it. That's it. Damn, did I lose that shit? I'll find it. Oh, here it is. But yeah. Woo. So keep being the best you can be. It's all like I said, it's all we can do. I can't wait to look back on these videos and be like, fuck yeah, we still there. We still doing that shit. It's all we know how to do, and we gonna keep doing it forever. It's all we've been trained to do. So like I said, and there's a lot of successful people out here. Whether or not they started off rich or they come from money or they don't come from money and then they get rich. I'm not the type of nigga who's going to sit up there and forget about our purpose, our godly destiny. All right. That's what the fuck we are. That's what the fuck we are here for. And that's all we going to be doing forever, wherever we at doing it. All right. You ain't got to worry about checking in on me later on and seeing, he let himself go or some shit. What the fuck? No. Oh, he fell off. No, fuck that. No one is in control of that but us. And I don't want that, and I'll always align and stay away from things that take away from that. So that our result is always the most godly it can be based on where we're at now as it gets even godlier. So, yes. Ultimate, fantastic. That's what, yes. Everything. Every second. All right? There's no reason why. Okay? Fuck out of here. There's no reason why we Stop. I could see if I wasn't applying ourselves. I could see if we weren't applying ourselves. I could see if we were walking around like we ain't got no divine shit to be on. I could see if we weren't fucking putting in the work. And that's the reason why we gonna see all this shit work. But we've already seen it work, all right, over and over again. So let's just bring it here already. You know? So the work, so we can get paid for real for our actual work and stop waiting on fucking 3 other pussy ass jobs who don't want to fucking pay nobody because they got their system is not organized. No, that's unacceptable. I don't fuck with that. But yeah. Everybody, please stay on your divine seraphic journeys. Don't let anything take you away from that. There's nothing more important than thinking about every second. What can you do to become stronger with God? What is it that you're not doing? All right. And on a different tab, you're also just appreciating everything in general. You're allowed to be hungry for success. You're allowed to be, you're allowed to be obsessed with winning. You're allowed to be all that. You're allowed to be, obsessed with winning and hungry for success forever. You're allowed to. But at the same time, you have to be appreciative for where you're at and what you have, Woo! But shit. I need to get out this fucking waiting room. We need to get out this waiting room. We're not just somebody, we're sitting here. Yep. The algorithm's going to push us. Just wait. Yep. Even though we're not doing anything great, we're doing some pretty mid shit. But just wait. Viral. Just wait on it. Just wait. That's not what the fuck we're on. Check the channels. That's what the fuck we about. Forever. So y'all want to get some real divine power and learn how to make some real godly money? Let's go to the heavens. For real. We there though. We motherfucking there. So everybody, stay divine. I love y'all. God loves y'all. The universe loves y'all. The galaxy loves y'all. Okay? You love y'all. Love y'all. Love, 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 love. Yes. That's all we know. I'm at 57 right here. I might try to kick it with y'all for a little hour. Little hours. 57 minutes, but we're going to go to a little 60. Little 60. Woo! One thing I can't stand is when you pull into a motherfucking parking lot right before you're about to get out. You see somebody in your motherfucking in your mirror pulling in. Boo! It seems like that shit was planned. Was it? I don't fucking know. I really don't. My goofy ass, I sit there, wait a little bit before, but here's the thing. This is here, true story, okay? I pull up, right? As soon as I'm about to get out, I don't, because she pulls up. So I'm like, wow, all right. Forgive us, God. Right? So I wait maybe 5 minutes, 5-10 minutes, just because. I was like, I don't know. I just because. Did I have to? I should have went in. I wasn't even like that. It wasn't even that big of a deal if I made it in, sooner. I don't care. So I was like, all right, whatever. Just wait a little bit. And I wait again. And right as I'm about to get out, she is getting back in the car. Woo! Simulation. Funny as fuck. Funny as fuck. All right. God damn. I can't stand a public bathroom. I can't stand a public bathroom. There's always something in that motherfucker that don't work. You walk into it, you get a gust of piss moisture. Whoo, right? Something, either the lock don't work, or the dryer don't work, or one of the fucking sink handles is broken, or the pressure comes out harsh and aggressive like a fucking Niagara Falls water jet. What? No, it's great when you go into a public restroom and it's clean. It's like, yes, great, divine. People are doing great shit out here, keeping things clean. But then you go into one that's fucked up, there's piss on the floor, right? The wet floor sign is knocked over, right? The urinal cake is damn near, the urinal cake is the equivalent of like a fucking cotton ball if you left it in a cup of water. Like, it's the most disgusting shit ever. Fuck public bathrooms. But you know what? You gotta do what you gotta do. So do it whenever you got to, but try to fucking be mindful of, you know, shit like that. Because there's no, it's, no. And I don't even blame janitors. People deliberately. I'm convinced that this happened in a day. If the day started out and the bathroom was fine, I guarantee you, over the course of 6 hours, boom, someone comes in, slams the door too hard, lock gets fucking janky. All right, someone comes in there, oh, laughing, hits the fucking shit. Like, come on, man, we gotta do better. We gotta have clean everything. All right, it's funny when the hospital is the most dirtiest place ever is the cleanest place at the same time. How is the Apple store not the cleanest place ever? The fuck? If I could think of the most, like, the cleanest place ever, probably I'm thinking of like the Apple store or even maybe Icebox. Fuck, I don't know. Shit. All right, well, that's a minute. There we go. I just talk about some random shit, you know. But I love y'all. It's dark out, but it never gets... I don't care about the dark. I love the dark. I love the light. Hatred can't hide in either, regardless, so it don't matter. Neither should you. So don't be afraid. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Don't be worried about anything, because those are all ungodly things. You're godly. You're divine. I don't care what your purpose is, all right? I don't care what your purpose is. I don't care if you're, you know, you're a messenger, okay? You're here for guiding, okay? I don't care. I don't care what it is. Whatever your divine purpose is, regardless of your actual species or race. Okay, we seraphic over here. 6 wings, 6 WA in a bit. Every time I say that shit, it's funny. But, you know, all of this belongs to us, belongs to you. So be positive, be peaceful. Embrace the chaos in a positive way too. Shit, move divine. I love y'all. That's why I'm still on here. I keep dragging it because I love y'all. You know, I'm ready to really be here for y'all. I've been ready. But you know how it is. Whenever God gives us the go, we depart. We on the front lines of divine transcendence and heavenly expansion. And I look forward to seeing all of y'all there for sure. Why? Because by now, it better be the only thing, you know, it's all we do. All right? So, like I said, we gonna see you.